Welcome friends, thanks for tuning in today. I am a longtime YouTube watcher. I have been watching YouTube for as long as I can remember, and it's been one of my favorite things to do when I want to unwind, just relax and take a few minutes for myself at the end of the day. And a lot of times on the weekends, that's the first thing that I do when I wake up in the morning. I get my coffee and sit down and watch a couple of videos from my favorite influencers. So today I wanted to share with you some items that I have been influenced to purchase over the years. If that sounds good to you and you want to hear some of the things that I have been influenced to purchase due to some of the favorite influencers that I watch, stay tuned, it's gonna be fun. My channel is focused on style, clothing inspiration, getting in my closet, playing around with my clothes, and sharing those outfits here with you to hope to inspire you and give you some ideas to put things together in a different way, or to put things together that you might not have thought of before. I did notice when I was creating this video that I am not as easily influenced by clothing and fashion as I thought I was. I feel like I know my style, I know what brands I like, I'm comfortable with that portion of when I get on and watch YouTube channels and I watch videos. I'm very confident in my style and I know what I like. And so I'm not as easily influenced to purchase clothing. That is definitely the thing I notice the most here. There is a lot of makeup, a couple of clothing items, some shoes, and just a few other random things that are a little bit of odds and ends, but I still thought it would be fun to share. So let's go ahead and get into what I have been influenced to purchase the last few years. There are several influencers that are my absolute favorite. I love to watch. I can't wait when I see a new video of theirs that's come out. I enjoy watching them so much. So I'm gonna break it down and separate out the items that I've purchased by influencer and move through the items that way. A lot of the items are makeup. I'm gonna save the clothing items for last. So be sure that you stay tuned so that you can see the clothing items that I've been influenced to purchase as well. Many of these are going to be several years old. I do purge from my collection when I feel items are past their prime and are no longer performing the way that they should. But until that happens, I do keep them in my rotation and I'm going to continue to use them. So let's start with probably my all-time favorite influencer, Louise Poston. I've been watching Hannah since she started her channel in 2018 with her no buy year. She has been so influential. I enjoy watching her so much. Her content is incredible. I'm sure you've already subscribed and are watching her channel, but if you're not, I'll definitely link all of the influencers that I'm mentioning today in the description box. So if you haven't already, you can go check them out. Let's get started with the makeup and beauty items that Louise Poston has influenced me to buy over the years since I've been watching her channel. Let's start with eyeshadow. I definitely was intrigued by the Clionadh eyeshadows. I have a couple of them in this palette. I'll put the colors up on the screen. And that was definitely one of the first things that I purchased when I saw Hannah review those. I love the Clionadh eyeshadows. There's 3 of those in here. And then I also purchased a couple of the eyeshadows from JD Glow. They have really fun eyeshadows as well. And I really didn't have a singles collection until I started watching Hannah's channel. And so she has definitely been the one that has inspired me to start my single collection of eyeshadows. The next palette that I did purchase with Hannah in mind when she reviewed the AlterEgo Artemis palette. So I have that palette here. It is so pretty. And so many colors that I love the color story in here, and I enjoy this palette so much, and the AlterEgo formula is really good for the price. These are definitely dupes from Natasha Denona palettes and different other palettes that are out there. So definitely a great alternative for affordable eyeshadow if you don't want to spend and pay for Natasha Denona prices, and the quality is really good. Hannah influenced me to also purchase the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the color Ritz. This is a really interesting eyeshadow, and it's just a really neat, grungy type of eyeshadow that gives some sparkle. I picked up this Jungle Lights palette. The minute I saw her review this, I knew that I had to get this palette. I've had this for so long. The pink and the purple shades in the bottom have crumbled and I've had to repress them into the pan as best I can. But they are such incredible eyeshadows from Flower Beauty. I don't know if this is still available or not, but I have had this palette for so many years and I still continue to use it and reach for it. It still performs just as great as it did when I first got it, and I absolutely love this palette. So moving on to blush, I have 3 blushes here. The first blush is the Active Elfin Cheek palette. It was like $5 from Walmart. Hannah reviewed this. She sang its praises, and I'm definitely an affordable makeup kind of gal. I am a drugstore gal, so anytime Hannah mentions anything from the drugstore, if I think it's something that looks like it might be in my wheelhouse, I really do think it over, and I have purchased many of the drugstore options that she's mentioned on her channel. The next blush is the CoverGirl Clean and Fresh blush in Flushed. This is a cream blush. It's super pretty. When I put this blush on, you don't really even have to put on a highlight. It just has a really pretty built-in shimmer, and I love this blush, especially for the spring summer. It's the perfect shade. The next blush is the Can Make blush in number 16. I got this from Amazon. Hannah reviewed this, and it's just a little dinky plastic case. Kind of looks like kid makeup is what Hannah calls it, but I absolutely love this blush. I've had this for quite a long time and I still wear it quite often. Now to go for lip products, I do have 3 lip products that I've picked up due to Hannah's recommendations and items that she has reviewed on her channel. And a lot of these things I noticed as she's gone throughout her decluttering processes. A lot of these items are no longer in her collection. She received them from PR or picked them up for a sponsored review for her channel, and she's decluttered many of these items, but I am a drugstore gal, so all of these items are obviously still in my collection and I use them regularly. So this is the e.l.f. lipstick in the shade Juicy Pear. It's just a really pretty brownish neutral colored lipstick. It feels really nourishing. I love wearing that. I obviously picked up her recommendation for Maybelline Gone Greige. I've had this in my collection for quite a long time. It is very unique and I am not planning on letting that go anytime soon. And same with the Maybelline Raw Chocolate. This is the most pretty chocolate neutral shade. I love to wear this in the fall time. Such a pretty lipstick. I really do love the Maybelline formula. There was one splurge that Hannah talked about on her channel. It is the Glossier Future Dew. I never have spent on this kind of product for my makeup routine, but she has talked so highly of this, I had to go ahead and give it a try. So these are all of the items that I've purchased because of watching Hannah's channel. Hannah does not encourage overspending, so definitely take with a grain of salt that I love to shop. I enjoy purchasing clothing, accessories, makeup, all of those things. So I can't say that, oh, Hannah just absolutely made me buy all of these things. They were things that she reviewed. I saw them on her channel. They were very interesting to me. So I decided to go ahead and give them a try and add them to my makeup collection as well. The next influencer that is one of my absolute favorites, she is also a beauty influencer, and that is Emily Noel. If you have not watched her channel, she is an absolute makeup goddess. She does so many amazing looks. She's so great with makeup, very relatable, fun to watch, includes little snippets and portions of her family, and I just adore watching her. Her videos are so much fun, and so I wanted to share a couple of the things that I have purchased due to Emily's recommendations, and they are all going to be beauty and makeup. So the first 2 are foundations. One is the Wet n Wild, and it is the Dewy foundation, and the other one was the Catrice True Skin foundation. They're both medium coverage, very affordable. I believe this one is about $5 at Walmart, and this one I think was $6 or maybe $11 on Catrice's website. But love both of these foundations, And the next product she recommends that I wanted to try out was this Maybelline Fit Me powder. It's in the square packaging. Definitely a fan of this. It's a really light, loose powder that gets the job done for a really affordable price. Emily also reviews a lot of higher end products and drugstore stuff. So I definitely can relate to Emily. I love drugstore makeup. It's accessible, it's affordable, and that's where I prefer to get makeup, is from the drugstore. So a couple of other products she recommended. This is the Ulta Beauty, and it is a triple face product. It has a highlight, a blush, and a bronzer. It is in the shade Santorini Sun. This is absolutely gorgeous. The blush in here is beautiful. The highlight is gorgeous. The bronzer is gorgeous. And this is available at Ulta. Another highlight is from Catrice Cosmetics. This is the Sungasm. I mean, look at the size of this thing. It's ginormous. This highlight would last me forever. I'd probably never need to buy another one, but I love this highlight, one of my favorites. Now for eyeshadow palettes. I love watching Emily's channel for her eyeshadow palette recommendations. I love eyeshadow. I love colorful eyeshadow. I love neutral colors, and she just does it all. This is the Wet n Wild palette. You can pick these up for $5 at Walmart. This is in Nude Awakening. This is usually one of those palettes that I'll take with me when I'm traveling. It is an absolute go-to palette for travel. It gives great neutral looks, and you've got the dark black over here to darken anything up if you want to take it from daytime to evening or nighttime. Love the Wet n Wild Nude Awakening palette. I also purchased the Milani Ungilded Most Loved Mattes palette that Emily reviewed on her channel. She's talked about this before. This is a beautiful all matte palette. I do love my shimmer, but occasionally I get a wild hair and love to have an all matte look. So that's a great one to have. I also picked up, because of Emily, the Nudes of New York palette from Maybelline. This is also another beautiful neutral looking eyeshadow palette. It's a little bit big. I don't tend to travel with this one. The Wet n Wild is just a lot more friendly as far as size. Now I have 3 palettes from Catrice Cosmetics. The Self-Made Bae palette has a lot of these rosy colors in it, and these are so, I love the quality of these. The Catrice Cosmetics Insta Bae palette. And the third is the Catrice Badass Bae palette. And this one is great for fall. I love the colors in this for fall time. 3 really excellent palettes that have amazing quality. This is the last palette. This is the Wet n Wild Wild Heart palette. Emily had talked about this as being a dupe for the Man Eater palette from Tarte Cosmetics. And I also saw Tati review this as well. But this palette, it's ginormous, but look at all the color variety that you have in here. This is an absolutely gorgeous palette with, there's color, there's neutrals. It can do so many things. Now for some lips. I have purchased the Essence Pineapple Fruit Kiss. It's just a pineapple lip balm. If you like pineapple, these are, I think, $1 at Ulta. They are so good for summer. And then I also picked up a couple of the Burt's Bees. They are lip balms, but they do have a little bit of color in them. One is a nude and one is a berry color. Really, really great. They're slender, really easy to put in your purse. These are great for when you're running out the door and just want to have a little something on your lips. And then I also picked up the infamous MAC in Chili. I did get this on sale. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but I did not pay full price for this MAC lipstick. But MAC Chili, it's a really warm orangey reddish color, really good for fall time and winter time. And the last item from Emily Noel is, of course, if you've ever watched her channel, you know that she uses this Milani eyeshadow primer for almost every look that she does. It's affordable, it does the job, and I've been using it ever since I started watching her channel, and I don't plan on using anything else. So the next influencer that I love to watch, she is a fashion and style influencer. Her name is Leonie, and her channel is called The Style Insider. I will link her below. Really fun channel to watch. I normally do not spend this kind of money on shoes and clothing, but she reviewed a pair of these black Converse in one of her videos, and I thought they were so adorable. And when I saw them in the pink, I picked them up. I've had these for quite a long time. They were very spendy for me, but I've definitely worn them, and they are the most comfortable shoes. They're really, really great for dressing down an outfit and for those days that you just need something on your feet that are super comfortable. Absolutely love these magenta all-star Converse. The next pair of shoes that I was influenced to purchase, it was from 10 Ways to Wear It. Her name is Alicia. I really enjoy her channel as well. She will take one item and style it 10 different ways. She has a really specific style about her. She does love color. She's not afraid of color, and I enjoy watching her channel. I'll link hers below as well. She had a pair of red espadrilles that I thought were so adorable, and I've never worn espadrilles before, but I decided I needed a pair, so I picked these up from Amazon. I do believe they're still available. I'll link these below. These are so much fun for summer to just add a little bit extra, give your outfit a little bit of color. The next influencer that I absolutely love to watch is Jessica Braun. She does beauty, makeup, clothing, little bit of everything. I absolutely love watching her channel. She shares some of the things that she purchases for groceries, healthy options, and I love everything about her channel. This was a recommendation from her. These AOA beauty sponges, these little guys in the store are so expensive, and I got this package of 6 from Amazon. I think it was around $6 or $8. So really, really affordable. They're great sponges. Highly recommend. The Eva Nye, I got this at Ulta. It is a 10-in-1 primer. I use this like a heat protectant in my hair. So anytime that I am getting ready to curl my hair, I'll just spray a little bit of this in. Do buyer beware and be careful that it is full of oils. So if you do spray this into your hair and tend to get any of it on your clothing, or if it spatters a little bit, it could potentially ruin your clothing, especially if you're wearing a really nice silk shirt or something like that. So be careful when you are putting this on. I do love this product. It's very affordable. It does have a lot of oil in it, so just be cautious of that when you are putting it on your hair. Clothing item that was recommended by Jessica on her channel. She picked up this gingham blouse from Target. It's the A New Day collection. This has been at least a year, maybe 2 years ago, but I love green, I love gingham, and the puff sleeves, I just thought this top was so cute. So when I saw her review this and talk about this top, I ran right out and picked it up. So anyway, I still have it, still love it, and that is all of the items that I have picked up that Jessica has recommended that I felt spoke to me. The next influencer that I absolutely love to watch is Shea Whitney. She does so many clothing reviews. She does do's and don'ts videos, and I love her channel. It's a great variety for all sorts of different content. If you haven't ever watched Shea Whitney, go check her out. She's incredible. She mentioned this oversized tote bag. I picked this up on Amazon. This bag I think is $12 or $13, and it is super roomy. It has a snap closure. The handles are sturdy. It comes in so many different colors, and I absolutely loved this avocado green. I would like to get this in another color. Definitely have my eye on this. There are so many colors to choose from. If you know someone who carries a really large bag and you have a hard time finding things in your bag, you can get a Bim Bim light. I'll have a picture of it up above linked so that you can see what it looks like. But it was available on Amazon. I purchased it and gifted it to a family member for Christmas one 1 year, and just a really, really nice. I've since downsized and don't tend to carry as many big bags, so that's why I didn't purchase one for myself, but highly recommend those if you have a big bag and struggle to find things when you're looking for something in your bag. It's great for if you're in your car and it's nighttime. Really, really awesome little tool to have if you carry big bags. The next recommendation that I purchased because of Shea Whitney are the Levi 501 wedgie jeans. They are the straight leg. When I picked these up, they were a little bit long. They initially did not come with the distressing at the bottom, but I cut them off so that they would be the length that I wanted, and I do love these jeans. They're really comfortable, and I've worn these quite a bit. I like the wide leg. That seems to be really in right now, so they're a nice departure from all of my skinny leg jeans that I had. Give me a little bit of a different silhouette. Now, the last influencer that I want to talk about today that is one of my all-time favorites is Britchick. She is also a fashion YouTube gal and has such fun videos to watch. Her personality is just adorable, and her style is just amazing. I am always inspired by watching her put things together, her thought process, and her channel and videos are so awesome. I definitely recommend checking her out. And when she launched her clothing line on Amazon with the drop, she had these high-waisted tie, they don't tie at the waist, but they do have a built-in belt. They are wide leg pants, and these are absolutely so good. I love these pants, and I was so excited to be able to support a YouTuber that I absolutely loved, and I'm so happy for her that she was able to get her own brand put together and launch some clothing. What an exciting thing for her. So I definitely had to pick those up. The last item, this was not anything that I bought from a store, but Britchick had some photos online, and she'd also posted and made some videos about a crocheted long line cardigan that she had, and I could not find one. I looked, and so I decided to reach out to a friend, and I had a friend crochet this cardigan for me, and I absolutely love this. It is the heaviest, warmest, and I love the color scheme. I picked the color scheme myself, and it is not the same colors as the one that Karen had that I saw, but these were the colors that I wanted. So this is a custom made piece that I had created for me by a really, really special friend, and it was inspired by the long line cardigan, the crocheted cardigan that Britchick wore. So I'll insert some pictures here so that you can see, but absolutely just to die for. Really warm, long cardigan. It's special because a friend made it. It's special because it's custom and no one else has one like it. And I just think that was so much fun. If you've made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. This was a little bit different of a video than what I normally do. So if this is the first video of mine that you are watching, I do typically put out a lot of style content that shows how to style one item multiple ways. I'm also doing a budget year. I will link the playlist for that below so that if you're interested in watching any of those videos, you can check out my budget journey for this year. I thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you watching. I really adore the comments that I get from the subscribers that come back week after week. I appreciate you so much. Until next time, remember, be kind. Doesn't cost a thing. Thanks so much, friends. Bye-bye. My channel is just stop. Oh, I don't know what color it is. I can't see. I need my glasses. The next eyeshadow I was influenced by Hannah was the ColourPop Super Soft. And the last clothing item that Jessica recommended to me was that she didn't recommend it to me. She didn't say, Hey, babe, you should go get this shirt. But it is with...